So I think it's important that if we look at ourselves that way, we try to fight the effect of depreciation. We ourselves try to appreciate each year in value by acquiring new skills, by learning new things, by networking with the right people, by taking advantage of opportunities that would help us improve holistically. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Now if you're visiting for the very first time, my name is Aaron Ballantyne and you're watching Life According to Aaron. Now in this video, I'll be talking about the importance of improving yourself using the concept of depreciation. Now when I thought of this, I thought it was very interesting, so I thought I'd share this concept with you because you might be able to relate or understand. So let's get into it, right? So before I start, depreciation is essentially when the value of an asset, it could be a car or a house or whatever the case is, the value of an asset goes down the more time passes, right? As time passes, the value of an asset goes down. So for example, this phone, the value of the phone could go down the more it is used. It depreciates in value the more that it's used, right? Now let's apply this to improving yourself. If you look at yourself, if you look at yourself as an asset, right? And let's use it in the context of work. So for example, you trained to be a data entry clerk for a period of time, and you've worked as a data entry clerk for about 30 years, right? Now, in the event, during those 30 years, you don't improve on your skills, you don't learn anything new, you're just a data entry clerk at this one place, right? But the world around you has advanced, and more the need or the use for data entry clerks has significantly gone down, right? The demand for data entry clerks or data entry clerk work has significantly gone down within that 30 years. You see that at the end of that 30-year period, when you leave, for example, when you leave your work and you want to move on or go somewhere else, you find that it is difficult to do so with your current qualifications as a data entry clerk, because that's all you know, for example, right? So now that the world has evolved beyond the need for that, you as an asset has depreciated because your skills and competencies are data entry when the world no longer needs data entry. Understand? Let me give you another example. I'm going to use relationships in the context of relationships, right? So for example, you're a man, right? And you are a suitor, so you have a couple skills and things, and you're at a particular stage in your life, right? This year, at the start of this year, you're able to comfortably and easily court about 50 women, and who would reciprocate your type of energy. Like for example, if you look in them, they would be interested in you based on what they see, right? Especially considering that you are at this particular stage of your journey, and you communicate that with them, right? They as well are working on themselves. They're working to improve. The women I'm speaking about are working on improving themselves, being better, elevating in life, right? So you're speaking with these women, these 50 women, for example, for a year period or a period of a year, right? After the year period, you have not moved. You're in the same place. You haven't learned anything new, you haven't progressed in your goals or anything like that, right? You're literally in the same place this year that you were last year. You didn't do anything differently, right? Those 50 eligible women would be reduced essentially. You'd only be desirable to less than the 50, because while they improved on themselves and they empowered and bettered themselves, you were in the same place. So they see you as less desirable because you're not matching the energy, you're not on the same level. In essence, you've depreciated in value because the value that they once met, they've kind of moved past it or moved beyond it, and you haven't moved or progressed at a similar pace or rate that is you depreciating in the sense of being a suitable partner or mate. When you're not actively working on your goals, when you're not actively working on improving yourself, you become less and less desirable to people who are. You understand? Again, when the more that it happens, or the more frequently that it happens, if it is that you're not improving on your skills, you're not working towards goals, the more that other people are in quote unquote comparison to you, is the less desirable or less appealing you are as a partner. Because if it is that you're not improving or appreciating in value, if it is that you're not having new experiences, you're not acquiring income generating assets, if it is that you're not improving essentially, then you're going to find that less and less people would want to enter into an intimate or exclusive relationship with you. That's the concept of depreciation applied to us as people if we look at ourselves as assets. Why I think above the two examples I mentioned earlier, why I think it is important above all else for us to actively try and beat depreciation is we create more and more opportunities the more that we expose ourselves to, the more that we improve ourselves, the more we go out and network and take advantage of opportunities, the more we invest, the more skills we teach ourselves, the more knowledge we acquire, the more we read, the more we learn, is the more value that we acquire. And we essentially, especially if we do it with the world, like we progress with the world and what the world needs, is the more that you find your value will consistently increase, or increase at the rate that the world looks for that type of value in people, if you understand what I'm saying. So the world advances and you acquire skills that would make, or you consistently acquire skills that would make you desirable to the world as the world moves forward and forward. You move with the world, you learn, for example, the emergence of cryptocurrencies and NFTs, where you find that a lot more people are gravitating towards investing in it. So those who aren't, for example, if it is that you produce information or you're a content creator and you only produce information on investing in stocks or the stock market, those who, while NFTs and cryptocurrencies are exploding and moving forward and people want to know more about it, they will seek those who produce content on it. So if it is that you don't produce content on it, period, you'll find that less and less people will be interested in the content that you produce, or you won't grow in terms of viewership because you're stuck in one type of content, if you get what I'm saying. So I think it's important that if we look at ourselves that way, we try to fight the effect of depreciation. We ourselves try to appreciate each year in value by acquiring new skills, by learning new things, by networking with the right people, by taking advantage of opportunities that would help us improve holistically. That's why I believe we should appreciate as assets, or look at ourselves as assets and aim to appreciate in value. So that's how I explain the importance of improving oneself. That's how I should have phrased it. The importance of improving oneself using the concept of depreciation. Alright, that's it for the video, guys. I personally enjoyed making this video because it was an interesting concept to think about, because I've never thought about the importance of improving yourself in that context before. So it was interesting actually sharing thoughts on it. Alright, but let me know what you think about what I shared. Let me know your thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you agree, if you disagree. And I also want to generate some conversation on this. So if you know somebody who might find this interesting, be sure to share it with them, because I'd love to hear their thoughts as well. Alright, again, thank you for watching the video, and I will be sure to see you in the next one.